So the photo you guys are currently looking at right now is a photo of Jake Paul and the WBO cruiserweight champion of the world, Lawrence Okolie. Um, they sparred. They sparred. Lawrence Okolie recently posted up this photo of him with Jake Paul, and he said something interesting. He said, and I quote, he said, "He's better than most boxers. People just hate because of his influence background." Talking about Jake Paul. Um, and honestly, I agree with this statement from Lawrence Okolie. I don't know about most boxers though. I'm not sure about that. He's probably talking about, your typical cab driver boxer. Probably, I think that's probably he's talking about. But in terms of boxing skills for a normal person walking down the street, Jake Paul has very good boxing skills that he has crafted over the past couple years. For a guy who only has started boxing at his age and started his pro career so late in his career, so late in his life, he does have decent boxing skills. And the people who don't like him honestly just hate him because he's popular going into the sport of boxing. Um, I have nothing bad to say about Jake Paul. Well, there's a few things, but when it comes to boxing, I think he's good for boxing. Um, I think he brings in a group of people who are not really into boxing. I mean, if you look at the crowd that show up to watch boxing events or to watch the Jake Paul fights, not just Jake Paul fights, but include the other YouTube fighters like KSI, and the Misfit events that KSI is doing with the Zone. If you guys don't know, KSI is running his like little boxing company or boxing promotional company, hosting influencers fighting other influencers. If you look at the crowd is it's nothing like the boxing crowd. And they bring in people who probably would have never been interested in boxing, but yet they're watching boxing, even though they're not really boxers. At least they're watching it, and hopefully one or two of those people will get more into the sport and learn more about the sport, and get to learning who the actual boxers are. It's got to start somewhere. Me growing up, it started with Manny Pacquiao. Watching Manny Pacquiao growing up made me want to watch boxing more, and I really got into the sport of boxing more into my high school years. If it wasn't for Manny Pacquiao, I probably wouldn't be the fan I am today. So it's gotta start somewhere, and to some people, it might start with Jake Paul. Especially with the digital age that we live in today. We have these influencers, people who actually influence people over on social media, like Jake Paul, and there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. And honestly, in my opinion, like right now, if you're watching this video, chances are you know who Jake Paul is, and you probably don't know who Lawrence Okolie is. So I'm gonna tell you who he is. Lawrence Okolie, like I said earlier, he is the current WBO cruiserweight champion of the world. Cruiserweight is another division in the sport of boxing, where the weight limit is 200 pounds. It's the weight limit, the weight division above the light heavyweight division, which the limit for that one is 175, and it's the weight division below the heavyweight division. Heavyweight division is 200 plus pounds. So Okolie is an undefeated fighter, with a record of 18 wins, 0 losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. One of the best fighters in the cruiserweight division today. He's fought multiple times, actually all his entire career over in the UK. So a lot of UK fight fans know who he is. So people who know KSI probably know who he is. And yeah, for him to say what he said about Jake Paul, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. And haters will continue to hate. It's in today's society, especially with the internet, where You can type whatever you want, say whatever you want online, and you don't really face that much consequences as you would if you say it in person. But at least at the end of the day, whether you hate Jake Paul or like him, you're still talking about him. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm talking about him right now. So, anyway, just thought I'd share with you guys what Okolie said recently. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.